Live into Week 10, game number 14 of the 2021 NFL season.
Today,
it is featuring the
from Soldier
Minnesota Vikings going up against the Chicago Bears, who are Soldier Field in Chicago. We'll let this go and see what I have to do.
We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
One of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he worked so hard at making up for that lost time. He loved the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
Line of scrimmage with 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there for a completion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Brought down by DJ Wonnum.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The open man is Smith. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
1st down, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and that forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that's running early on. It didn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'll get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Hakeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get free.
It's not like you're going negative on
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. That were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that's a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran a deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be netted about the 43. Give him 40 on 1st down. They'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
7 yards to pick up there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard, your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's
complete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trubisky to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They had to settle for 3 last drive. Hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of the second quarter. Eddie Pinheiro down for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now KJ Osborne. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Get ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Play action, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A big hit to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I think he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you get a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Trubisky will get that complete to his tight end net. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Second down at 7. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We just watched a fine first half from quarterback Mitchell Trubisky. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will make it into the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field, and he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a dump off here complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins now. This is Johnson. He's got him. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get up the field, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet, and all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Play fake. Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind, while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
There's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to put him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brady, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline, told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
The defense is frogging in the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
But partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play. Really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Oh, no. He's on the punt as he gets this one away. Now Osborne to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the Play fake. Cousins. Incomplete. Right side. The tight end Rudolph. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to kick him out and deliver.
Cousins on target there to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Cousins. He'll find his receiver, that's Chad Beebe. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Hello, Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Cousins now from the 50. And he's going to go down again. Below Nichols, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Cousins to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Britton Colbert now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. He was able to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now with that clock rolling. Back to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Back to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they're stopping with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Cousins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Cousins. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Well, guys, think everything goes on winners 10-3 over the Vikings. On the show, we'll be back later on for another live show. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.